Oh, I'll just accept that. Cool. So we're just going to start seated on our mats. So take a pew. If you have got a block or a book or a pillow, place that underneath your bum. This will just help you bring up your hips up higher than your knees. And typically someone's just starting the lawnmower, so I'll just close my window. Cool. So today's class, we're going to be focusing on our obliques and our back. As we keep going into our running, you'll notice that as things get a bit harder, we often lose our posture and we actually hunch over quite a bit and our shoulders get up around our ears. So we'll be kind of working on keeping our alignment, lifting our heart. But this also, in yoga, it also has the ability to kind of shift our mood and get us out of our head and into our heart. So in yoga, the theory goes that you can tell if you're stuck in your head by the way a pose feels or an asana feels. So asana done from the head feels very heavy and hard. Asana done from the heart feels firm, but it feels light. So throughout the class and throughout your runs, you can keep checking in with yourself and ask, does this feel firm but light? So how can I lighten? How can I bring more softness to this? And if a pose gets hard, just focusing on finding some softness somewhere and breathing into that. Cool. So we'll just sink into our body now. So closing down the eyes if you haven't already. Just taking some time to get yourself into this moment, into this space. And just feeling into your physical body. So feeling the touch points against the floor, feeling your buttocks and the feet. And then placing your hands down, bring them to the tops of the knees. And then can you ground down through the base of the body and lift the head up. So you're lifting up through the crown of the head. Rolling the shoulders up and back away from the ears. Noticing that the heart feels a little bit open here. And starting to connect to your breath now. So noticing the air inhaling and exhaling through the nostrils. We're going to move into a pranayama called Ujjayi breath. It's a really tranquilizing breath exercise that just helps to get us out of our head, declutter all the thought, and bring us right into our body. So just continuing to take nice, deep, slow breaths. If you can, drawing down into the belly. On the inhale, the belly expands. And on the exhale, it draws into the spine. Nice, deep abdominal breaths. And then can you just start to feel as if you're breathing in and out through your throat instead of your nose? Like there's a little hole in your throat that you're breathing in and out through. On the inhale, the air kind of floods the body. And on the exhale, it releases through the body, softening, removing any tightness and any thought. You can start kind of constricting the back of your throat a little bit to make an ocean sound, like a baby snoring or the waves coming in and out. A soft, audible sound. Listening and following the breath, the sound like an anchor. And with each breath, you become more and more present. The forehead softens, the temple softens, the hips and the legs soften down. Nice, slow, rhythmic ocean breaths. Two more breaths like this. Following the sound. And then releasing that sound and just coming back to your normal breath. Noticing this feeling of clarity, calmness, and lightness. Keeping that heart light throughout our class. Grounding down again through the base of the body. So connecting back to the sensation of the earth against your sit bones and your feet. Becoming aware of the sounds around you. Any people you might have next to you. And then rubbing your palms together to generate heat. Place them over your eyes. Rubbing them together one more time. Really making them nice and warm. Just like a pillow, place them over the eyes. And then gently rubbing them down the sides of the body. Give your thighs a little rub. And then you can gently flutter your eyes open. And if you have one, removing your block or your pillow. And we're just going to come and sit on our knees to start. So coming into Bandha Hasta Uttanasana, which is a really great simple pose to help us increase our breath capacity, but also to soften and stretch into our shoulders and draw them away from the ears. So we're going to cross our wrists in front of us and place them on our knees. And you can keep your eyes closed throughout this practice if you prefer. On the inhale, you're going to lift your arms up above your head, keeping the wrists crossed. Inhale here, feeling the shoulders stretch. Exhale, expand the arms out to the side, creating a T, stretching through the fingers. We're giving our arms a nice stretch here. And can you soften the shoulders down? Inhale, bring the arms back up, cross the wrists. Exhale, lowering down. Nice and simple, close down the eyes if you can. Inhale, lifting up, feeling the rib cage expand. Exhale, open, heart open, stretch into the shoulder blades. Inhale, back to the top. Exhale. Inhale, rise. Exhale, expand. Inhale. Exhale. Now repeating that, or if you want something a little bit more advanced with the breath here, you can inhale to the top. Inhale again, open up. Exhale, cross. Exhale again, lower. Inhale. Inhale, keeping it fluid, soft. Listening and tuning in. The shoulders should start feeling a little bit looser now. One more like this. Inhale. Exhale, open, or keeping the inhale. Bringing your hands back down on your thighs. And fluttering the eyes open. We're going to come and sit up on our knees here. So you're standing on your knees, and then we're going to place our hands down on the ground and bring that right leg out to the side. The foot is on the floor. And then you're going to start to kind of push your buttocks back towards that heel until you feel a really nice stretch in through that inner thigh. Just keeping it nice and gentle here to start. Have a little play. You might like to lift up that heel as well. So bring the toes to the ceiling. That will just get deeper into your hamstrings. And just breathing, softening, noticing what you notice. Starting to lengthen out the backs of the legs again. Really tighten up the muscles of the legs running. Beautiful. With inhale, coming back up. We're just going to start to walk our hands over to that right foot and flexing the foot here, just deepening the stretch a little bit. And breathing some softness into the body. So the pose is firm but light. One more breath here. Inhale back through center. We're going to bring our left hand down underneath our left shoulder and just stretch that right arm over our ear, giving ourselves a nice stretch along the side body, softening the shoulders and pressing that right foot into the floor. And you press your hips forward, activating your glutes. Again, closing down the eyes, softening. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, coming back to sit down. Closing down the eyes for a second. Noticing the difference between the left and the right leg. Hip. My right side feels a lot lighter and higher. Now loosening up the left side. So again, coming onto the palms, bringing that left foot out to the side this time. Having a little play, so just sinking the buttocks back towards the heel. Gently stretching into the groin and the insides of the thigh. And if you'd like, you can start to lift the heel to get a little bit deeper. Bringing in more of your hip flexor. And then gently walking your hands around to that left heel, deepening the stretch a little bit, so keeping that lean forward. The backs of my legs are so tight on those toes. Beautiful, and then coming back to center, let's bring that right hand underneath the right shoulder. Lift that left arm to the sky and over the ears. Lateral stretch, planting that left foot on the floor, toes facing forward. And pressing the hips forward, the pelvis comes forward. Really deep stretch down the side body. And can you soften the shoulders away from the ears? Breathing here. Inhale, coming back through center. We're going to come onto all fours now. Just gently warming up our spine, giving it a good stretch in both directions. Cat-cow, Majari Asana. So our hands are directly underneath our shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And you're really pressing your fingers and your feet, the tops of the feet, into the floor. So it's nice and active. So just for a second, just don't do that. Just keep everything loose. Notice how none of the midline or really any of the muscles are engaged. As soon as you press into the floor with the feet and the hands, you start to work into the whole front side of the body. So on the inhale, we're going to drop the belly to the ground, lift the hands to the head to the sky. Exhale, flex the spine, draw the belly to the ceiling. Head comes between the arms. Give yourself a nice press into the earth here, getting right up into the shoulders. Inhale, drop, lift the head and the heart. Exhale, curling in. Inhale, moving with your breath. Exhale. Again, can you make this light and fluid? 2 more. Lifting up on the inhale, curling in on the exhale. Beautiful. Then coming back through center, we're going to bring our right leg and our left leg back if you can. If not, the same thing can be done on your knees, coming into a plank. Just starting to engage the core, and again, pressing in through the hands, so we're diving into the upper back slightly, dropping the buttocks down, engage the core, drawing the belly into the spine, up in the neck. Beautiful. Holding here for 3, 2, 1. Lifting the buttocks to the sky, pushing the heels back, downward facing dog. Just taking a few seconds here to just walk it out. Again, our legs are probably nice and tight. So we're just going to loosen things up a little bit before we become still. You might want to just give your head a little bit of a shake as well, loosening up the neck. And then when you're ready, you can come into stillness. So again, keeping the toes firm with a solid foundation, pressing into the earth, and then finding lightness through your breath. So bringing in that Ujjayi breath again, ocean sound, taking 3 deep, tranquilizing breaths there. Inhale. The ribcage expands. Exhale. Inhale, flooding the body. Exhale, softening. One more here. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, we're going to come forward into our plank. Drop those knees again if you need. Then exhale, elbows tucked in, lowering the body all the way to the floor. Inhale, Bhujangasana, cobra pose. Keep those elbows tucked in, lifting the heart off the ground. Keeping a little micro bend through the elbows to start. Gazing up, stretching into the lumbar spine. Then exhale, push back, coming into child's pose. So stretching the fingers out in front of us, bringing the forehead to the earth. Again, breathing here. Ujjayi breath, ocean. The psychic breath. Feeling the belly press against the thighs on the inhale. One more breath here. We're then going to move into striking cobra. So gazing towards the front of your mat, we're going to kind of just hover our torso off the mat as we slide forward, keeping the elbows tucked in. Almost like you're just grazing the chest and the chin. As you come forward, you can drop the belly down, coming into cobra. Gaze up. Exhale, pushing back to child's pose. Inhale, sliding forward. Exhale, drawing back. We're strengthening into the arms, into the back. Getting into our abdomen. Inhale, move with your breath. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, coming back, child's pose. 3 more breaths here. This time let's place our hands behind us, palms facing up. Soften the shoulders down. You can kind of curl the back in slightly so the shoulders draw towards the floor. C curve in the back, a really nourishing and calming pose for our nervous system. One more deep Ujjayi breath here. Feeling the forehead against the floor. And inhale, coming back up onto all fours. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, push back, downward facing dog. This time coming back forward into our plank. Inhale here. On the exhale, we're going to twist the torso over to the right. So bringing our weight onto our left, coming into a side plank. Let's drop that left knee to start. Inhale here. Exhale, drawing the hand over the ear again. Really lifting that bottom hip up towards the ceiling to engage the obliques. And finding softness in the heart. Inhale. Exhale, drop that hand down. One more. Inhale. Exhale, beautiful. Inhale, bringing that hand back down, coming back through plank. Exhale, let's twist the torso over to the left, bringing your weight into that right leg. Bend the knee to start. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, hand comes over the ear, pressing that bottom hip up. Inhale to come back. Exhale, bring it back over the ear. Beautiful. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, hand comes down, pushing back. Downward facing dog. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. 2 more breaths here. On the next inhale, gazing forward between your hands. On the exhale, stepping or hopping to the top of your mat. And just bringing the legs nice and wide here. We're going to come into a Trikonasana twist. So a really simple variation here. So you can bring your legs wider than the mat if you want. And the toes can be pointing up slightly. On the inhale, lifting the torso up to parallel. And on the exhale, let's draw it down. The head comes to the earth. And we're gazing between our legs. Straightening through the knees if you can. Inhale, release a little bit. And exhale, just deepening, drawing the forehead closer to the earth. And although this might feel hard, can you move with softness? Find some ease. Bring in your breath. Stretching the back of the legs. Then let's move to our twist. So bringing our left hand onto the outside of that right ankle. We're just going to lift that right arm to the sky and draw the torso out to the side. We're starting to get right up into the middle of the shoulder blades there. Breathing. Lifting the heart. Exhaling to deepen a little bit more. Beautiful. Then inhale back through center. Let's bring that right hand to the outside of the left ankle this time. And on the inhale, lifting the arm to the sky. Gazing up to the hand. Inhale for length. Exhale to twist the arm and the torso open a little bit more. If your left hip is sunk out, can you draw it back to the middle? Lift that. Exhale, twist, open. Beautiful. Inhale, coming back through center. Exhale, one more forward fold. So grabbing hold of the heels or the ankles. We might be up here, doing whatever works for you. Just drawing your energy down, grounding. Breathing to create lightness. Beautiful. And then very gently, we're going to roll up the spine. So just letting your arms flop. Vertebrae by vertebrae, rolling up your spine. The body is giving. Bringing the shoulders up and back, lifting the chin, bringing your feet back together, coming to the top of your mat, Tadasana. So your feet are directly underneath your hips here. We're just going to gently start flowing here. So on the inhale, lifting the arms to the sky. Palms facing forward. We're just going to do a nice gentle back bend just to stretch through the front body. Exhale, hands come to prayer, forward fold, Padahastasana. Hands to foot pose. Inhale, straighten the legs, halfway lift. Tucking in the chin, lengthen the spine. Exhale, release, forward fold. On the inhale, bringing that right leg back, coming into our runner's lunge. Beautiful. So squaring the hips, bringing that front knee directly underneath the ankle and pressing the pelvis forward. Gazing down, fingertips graze the floor. Beautiful. And on the inhale, we're going to bring our torso up and just interlock our hands behind us, opening the heart, stretching into the shoulders. And then can you press the pelvis forward again? So you're really stretching in through the hips and the quads. Again, breathing. Notice if your breath is creeped up just into your chest. And you deepen it. Beautiful. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Let's plant the hands down, pushing back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, coming back through plank. Again, drop those knees if you need. Exhale, twisting over to your side plank, your variation. So keeping the knee down if you'd like, or coming up into a full plank. So the right foot can be in front or it can be stacked on top. You're really pushing the hips up to the sky. Softening the shoulders, feeling light, pressing that grounded foot and hand into the earth. Beautiful. Inhale here. Exhale. Bring this hand down. And then you're going to twist that right hip towards the ground. Just doing a little dip here. Beautiful. Inhale. Rotating back open to your side twist on the left. So your side plank. Exhale. Hand comes down. Dropping that right hip to the ground. Keeping that torso centered. Inhale, one last time, lifting the hips. Exhale, dropping that right hip to the ground. Beautiful. Inhale, hands coming back through plank. Exhale, lowering all the way down. Inhale, lifting up to cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bringing that right leg through, coming back to your runner's lunge. Gazing forward, inhale. Exhale, bringing the left foot forward, Padahastasana, forward fold. Inhale, arms to the side, lifting up. Nice little back bend. Exhale, hands through prayer. Tadasana, closing down the eyes. Again, really connecting into your physical body. So noticing how the left and the right side feels. What yoga does is it really gets you in tune with your body. So you start to notice the individual muscles. How they're feeling, what you might need to work on and give a bit stretch. Can we balance out the left side now? Flow into the left. Inhale, arms to the sky. Move with the breath. Exhale, hinging forward, hands to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, left leg back this time. Bringing the fingertips to the floor, softening the shoulders down. Pressing the pelvis forward. Square the hips. Then inhale, let's lift the arms up. This time exhaling, opening up into body arms. The heart lifts. And you're kind of drawing the elbows back towards each other so the shoulder blades are coming together. Breathing here. Softening. Pressing the hip forward. Inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, pushing back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, coming through our plank. Exhale, twisting over to the left side this time. Right torso facing the earth. Coming into your side plank. Pushing that bottom hip up to the sky, really activating through the obliques. Softening that left shoulder down away from the ears. Opening the heart. Breathing. Tucking in the chin. Softening the forehead. Engaging the core. Inhale. Exhale, plant the left hand. Drop the left side body down to the earth. Nice little dip. Inhale, opening up, starting to flow. Lift the bottom hip. Exhale, dip the left side down. Inhale, opening up. Last one. Exhale, dipping down. Inhale, coming back through plank. Exhale, lowering all the way down or halfway. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Sigh it out. Inhale here. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Into the chest, expanding the backs of the ribs. And exhale. Inhale, bringing that left leg forward, dropping the right knee. Coming into a half runner's lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, right leg comes forward. Padahastasana. Inhale, arms to the sky. Nice gentle back bend. Exhale. Hands through prayer. Tadasana. Breathe. So that's our flow. Nice and simple today. We're really starting to build up strength through our mid-body, stretching into the legs, and using our breath to soften as we go. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, surrender down. Inhale, halfway lift, soften the neck. Exhale, coming back into a low lunge, or you can come right up into a high lunge this time. Inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, push back, downward facing dog. Inhale, coming into your high plank. Exhale, twisting over to the right side, left hip on the facing the ground. Staying here, holding here. Inhale. If you want to, you can lift that top leg. Inhale, engage the glutes. Exhale, right hand comes down, dip. Inhale, opening back up. Exhale, dip. Listen to your body. Inhale, soften. While it's firm, it's soft. Exhale, beautiful. Inhale, coming through your cobra or your upward dog. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right leg comes forward. Inhale to lift the arms. Exhale, left foot forward. Let go. Inhale to rise. Arms to the sky. Exhale. Hands through prayer. Tadasana. Breathing here. Bringing in that Ujjayi breath. With every exhale, the body softens into the mat. And the inhale, you air out the mind. Repeating on the left. Inhale. Exhale, surrender. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, soften. Inhale, high lunge, lift up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale through plank. Exhale, opening up to the left, your option here. Exhale, dipping down to the left. Inhale to open. Exhale, dipping down. Last one, inhale. Firm but light, opening the heart. Exhale to dip. Inhale through plank. Exhale, your variation, lower down. Inhale to rise, lift the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gazing forward, bringing that left leg forward this time. Dropping the back knee, pressing the pelvis forward. Equestrian runner's lunge. Inhale. Exhale, bringing that right leg forward. Nice forward fold. And just letting the body hang here. If you'd like, you can bring the sole of your hands underneath your feet, coming into a gorilla forward fold. And just stretch into the calves. And just letting that upper body drop down with the weight of gravity. Letting go. And the backs of the legs might not feel quite as sore as they did when we started. You can start to straighten out the legs a little bit more if you'd like. Again, soften the shoulders away from the ears. Beautiful. Letting go. Does the pose feel firm but light? Beautiful. Slowly releasing the arms. I'm just going to roll back up the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhale, lifting the arms to the sky. Nice back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Calming that down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, we're just going to come onto our knees here. Coming into a nice camel pose. And really open up our front body and to stretch down into the thighs and the front of the hips. Our psoas muscles really get nice and tight from our running. So we're just going to keep this nice and gentle today. So keeping both hands behind your lower back, fingertips facing down. Our knees again are directly underneath our hips. And on the exhale, you're going to press the hips forward and drop the head down so that the heart lifts. Soften the shoulders. Getting that nice stretch through the front body. Exhale, coming back through center. This time you can stay where you are, or you can come into stage 2. Inhaling, dropping back. Exhale, grabbing hold of that right heel with the right hand and raising that left arm either forward, or if it's there for you, you can lift it back and drop the head. Pressing the hips forward to activate through the thighs. And where can you find ease? One more breath. With control, dropping the left hand behind the back, bringing that right hand behind the back, lifting up, turning down onto our knees. Gracious pose, just for a few breaths, closing down the eyes. Feeling that heart space tingle. Might feel a little bit hot. Being rushed with fresh blood and oxygen. And inhale, coming back up onto our knees. Exhaling, pushing the hips forward, lifting the heart, dropping the head. If it's there for you, bringing that left hand down, lifting the arm. Stretching right into the hips and the quads. The glutes engaged. Press forward a little bit more. Soften the face. Breathe. And with control, on the inhale, bringing that right hand behind the lower back. In the left hand, coming forward. Beautiful, sitting back down in your gracious pose. Again, connecting into your heart space. You might feel the front of the thighs as well, a bit fired up. And from here, we're just going to come forward into a puppy dog pose. So just to counter that back bend. So you're keeping your knees underneath your hips, just like in a all fours position. But then on the exhale, you're going to start sliding your hands towards the top of the mat, dropping the chest and the heart and the head down. You can keep wriggling those fingers forward. You want something a little deeper through the shoulders, bringing your chin to the ground. Just feeling the hips are nice and high. Breathing here. Softening the head. Softening the heart. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, gently releasing. We're going to scoot over onto our buttocks and come to lie on the earth, coming into our reclined pigeon pose. So bringing the heels up nice and close to the buttocks. Just pressing the abdomen down towards the earth, so you're removing that arch in the lower back. And just feeling the cool floor against the back of your body. You're then going to bring our left foot on top of our right thigh, and then raise that right foot off the ground so the shin is parallel to the ceiling, and then hooking your hands between your leg and grabbing hold of them behind that right thigh. This might be enough for you. We're just stretching into that left hip, reclined pigeon, or if it's there for you, you might want to use that left elbow to push the left knee away, and then use the hands to draw that right leg towards the body. This just deepens the stretch here. Again, scanning the body from the head down the body. Where can you let go? The forehead. Soften the hips. Bringing back that Ujjayi ocean breath. And the exhale, you're just breathing into that tightness and softening it. One more deep Ujjayi breath here. And on the inhale, you're going to bring that right leg down, straightening out the right leg. Grab hold of that left knee. And then we're just going to twist it over the body, dropping it down towards the right. And at the same time, you're gazing out towards the left, bringing that arm out to a T. You're trying to draw the left knee towards the earth, but without bringing your body off the ground. So without bringing the shoulders off the ground, sorry. Focusing on your hands. Or if you're ready, closing down your eyes. Just wringing out any final tension here. Breathe deep Ujjayi breath. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, ocean breath, breathing into any last tension. Inhale, coming back to center. We're going to bend that left leg down so the foot's on the floor. And this time bring the right ankle or the foot to the left thigh. And just doing a thread the needle with the hands. Again, bringing that left leg forward as much as is comfortable and pressing the right knee away. Thinking softness, lightness. One more breath here. Inhale, let's bring that left leg in a little bit more. And exhale, breathing deep down into that right hip and glute. Beautiful. Inhale, bringing the left leg all the way to the ground, right knee coming forward, grabbing hold of the leg. And then bringing that right hand out beside you. I'm going to twist the knee down towards the left side and gaze out towards the right. Keeping the shoulders on the ground. Massaging the digestive system, the abdomen, and releasing through the back, softening to the floor. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, coming back to center. Grabbing hold of your knees again. And then we're just going to finish with a gentle happy baby. So grabbing hold of the toes, pressing the soles of the feet to the earth, to the ceiling. And then you can bring your knees out nice and wide. Tucking the chin to lengthen the neck against the floor. Just starting to gently rock from side to side. Closing down the eyes. Gently smiling to yourself, or you might want to put a little smile on your face. This is a happy pose. Bringing lightness and softness to the heart. And then when you're ready, feel free to do any final movements or asanas that you need. Otherwise, making your way down to Shavasana. If you need to put a jumper on, feel free to do that. Otherwise, just sinking into the floor. So letting the feet flop out, palms facing up. Closing down the eyes. So I'm just going to come and sit up and talk you through this. But please stay lying down. Close down your eyes. And then scanning up the body. Relaxing the feet. The lower legs and the upper legs. The buttocks. The hips. The abdomen. The lower back. It's melting into the floor. Inhaling and softening up into the heart, the middle and upper back on the exhale. Softening the shoulders, the chest, the hands, the fingers, softening the arms. The body just feels limp now, completely relaxed. Relax the back and the front of the neck. Relax the skull, the temples. Feel the forehead soften. The tension in the eyes and the lips. Just letting it all go now. Everything you've done has led you to this point. And starting to bring in those deep ujjayi breaths now. Breathing right down into the belly like an ocean rising and falling. You feel grounded, but buoyant and light. Listening to the ocean breath. Anytime your mind wanders, just coming back to that breath, to that sound, the body floating and moving with the ocean. I will love the light because it shows me the way. Yet I will endure the darkness, for it shows me the stars. Even in darkness, there is light. So whatever challenge it is, whether you're running or having an argument, noticing if you're moving or taking action from your head or your ego. And if you can shift that to movement and moving from your heart with lightness, there is always light. Starting to deepen your breath now. Taking deep breaths into the belly. On the exhale, sigh it out. Let it all go. One more breath like that. Inhaling, engulfing the body with air. Exhale, sigh it out, release. Feeling the body against the floor again. Strong, firm. And then on the inhale, lifting the arms up above the head. Stretching the fingers. You might want to point the toes as well. And then when you're ready, rolling over onto your right side, coming into a nice fetal position. Keeping your eyes closed. Bringing that smile back, that lightness in the heart. And then with your eyes closed, gently making your way up to a comfortable seated position. Grounding down through the base of the body and lifting up through the crown of the head. Bringing your hands into a mudra of your choice. And just taking 3 final Ujjayi breaths here. Inhaling. And exhaling as if there is a hole you're breathing in and out of through the throat. 2 more. Inhale. Clear the mind. Exhale. Soften. 1 more. Inhale. Lifting up. Exhale. Softening into the earth. The light in me sees the light in you. Good luck for the rest of the week. And even on Sunday, my challenge to you is, can you find lightness in the mind and in the heart, even when it gets hard? Hands come to your heart center, bowing our head. Together we say, Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Go forth into the rest of the week.
Thank you, Sophie.
You're welcome, everyone. Have a lovely day.